But as you can see, miles and miles of knout. Welcome back to the channel. If you're watching this just after this video is released in January, a belated happy 2024 to you. I'm out in the Yorkshire Dales. This is my first time out this year. Been really busy over Christmas, started a new job. Opportunities haven't really presented themselves, but I'm out today. I've got a destination in mind and hopefully I get my first wild camp of the new year. So this section of the Dales is bisected by the Dales Way. Some of you who've done the Dales Way or familiar with the area will probably recognise this bit. But this isn't the destination. I've parked in Coniston and I'm travelling eastwards in the general direction of Moor. And somewhere in between that, a place just beyond Sandy Gate, is a spot that's reputed to be the most remote spot in Yorkshire, if not the Yorkshire Dales, right on the edge of the Dales with the Nidderdale area of outstanding natural beauty, and even possibly one of the most remote spots in England. Now I'm led to believe it's 2.4 miles from the nearest local access road, but this is a really good 4x4 track that we're on at the moment. This area is used for grouse shooting, and the shooting season doesn't finish itself until the 31st of January, so I am aware of that. But it's making for easy progress underfoot, and the weather, as you can tell, for me, typical Dales weather. There's a bank of low-lying cloud, not quite touching where we are, but enough to block off any meaningful views. When I was driving over, there was definitely some blue sky behind it, but it doesn't like that's going to materialise today. But at least it's dry. And you spend a lot of time at this time of year pondering over weather fronts and different conditions. Sometimes you just have to get out and do it. So here I am. So I was seriously tempted to buy another tent, specifically a 4-season one, and I deliberated for some while, spoke to some Facebook friends, got plenty of advice, and at this stage I don't think I necessarily need to invest in one. I'm certainly not intending on going out for more than 1 or 2 days. I can reasonably predict the weather, so I can plan around that. My multi-day hikes will take place later on in the year, so I can avoid any snow, I can avoid any high winds as much as possible. And what I decided to do was invest in a couple of new bits of kit, which I'll show you once I get the tent up. But I've still got probably about an hour's worth of walking left to get where I need to be. And this is easy walking. And the only person I've seen since I left Coniston was a chap on a mountain bike that passed me a couple of minutes ago. So it's wonderful again to be out and have it all to yourself. So this shooting lodge actually has a room you can come in and take shelter in. It's got a couple of tables. It's very welcome, especially as the mist's coming in now and it's a little bit damp. So I think I'll take 5-10 minutes in here, have this sandwich, something to drink and then move on. Anyway. As you can see, once the path leaves the 4x4 track, it's pretty grim. it's really boggy underfoot and it's intermittent as well. Sometimes you've really got to pay attention to where it's going, just making sure that you don't lose it. And every now and again, there's some handy posts marked with some blue paint that you can pick out on the horizon, and they'll let you know you're going in the right direction. But this truly is grim. Nearly there now. So this is it. This is possibly the most remote spot in England. A couple of 100 metres further on that way, there's a pile of stones and a boundary stone. That may well be it, but the ground's so boggy, absolutely saturated. Trying to make a way through this, the water's just over the top of your boots. There's nothing to be gained by going up there, but if it's solitude and wet feet you're after, then this is for you. But as you can see, miles and miles of knout. Absolutely bleak. But I'm still enjoying it. Right, I'm going to make my way back, I think. You can see how boggy it is there. Just trying to make my way, navigate by the fence, back to the stile and start to head down. There was a couple of times there where, you know, the path disappeared and I was relying on good map skills and my wits just to make sure that I got here in one piece. So I've got the tent up. It's not a bad pitch. It's not fantastic, but it'll do. Couldn't really find a decent flat piece of grass anywhere. I want to get my stuff unloaded, get my sleep system set up, get some food on the go and buckle in for the night because I think it's going to be a cold one. So I'm all set up in here now. Sleeping mats up, got my thick sleeping bag, and I've also treated myself to some down pants as well. Probably look like the Michelin man in those. And also some down booties as well for the camp, because I really suffer with cold feet, and if my feet are cold I just can't sleep. So I've got my down jacket on, got my down trousers on, my down boots. My thermal starting to feel a lot warmer now. It's really made a difference. This is what I'm having tonight. The fire pot porcini mushroom risotto. I've had that before and it's really, really nice. I've got some beef jerky as well for protein. And for afters, I've got this protein bar. So I won't go hungry. I've also got a sandwich that I didn't eat earlier, so I think I'll probably crack on with that in the meantime and help tide me over. And I'll get a brew on as well. Probably have a couple of hot chocolates tonight. Got myself a coffee in the morning, some porridge as well. So, but the lake's starting to fade now. It certainly is. We dropped down a little bit of height, got a little bit better weather and a little bit of a view. I'm not holding out too much hope for tomorrow. But it's been a really good walk and I'm really pleased I came out, and I just hope I have a good night too. Right, let's have a taste test. Smells good. There we go. Yeah, this is good. This is really tasty. Nice and warm too. So I can't believe it's only 5:10. It's going to be a really, really long night. I've got my Kindle to read. I've got about a quarter of a book left that I've fallen out of love with. I'd really like to finish that. I'll probably watch a couple of TV programmes, do a bit of editing, hopefully just drift off to sleep. But it's not raining. There's very little wind, so I should be grateful for that. Although it is getting pretty cold and I can see my breath condensing in the air. But I'm nice and tucked into my sleeping bag. Those down pants are really making a difference. My legs feel really warm. They might even have to come off at some point. It's not a bad problem to have. But if you've enjoyed the video, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know what you think. I wouldn't mind getting out and visiting some more remote spots in the UK's national parks. That could be quite a challenge for the new year. And if you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification button, you get a heads up every time I upload a new video. Really, really grateful to everyone that's subscribed so far. It does mean a lot to me and it helps the channel grow as well. So once again, thanks very much. And that's it. I'll see you in the morning. It's not a bad morning. So that wasn't a bad night's sleep. In fact, it was pretty good. And for the most part, I stayed pretty warm as well, especially my feet. I was quite worried about that. I got these little feet warmers that you put on the outside of your socks from Yorkshire Trading. That was £1 well spent. They just kept them warm all night and it was fine, yeah. I don't think I'm going to hang around long though. I'm not going to wait for the sun to come completely up. I think I'm going to pack away shortly and then get back to the car. So considering I spent 14 hours in the tent, that time seemed to pass really quickly. And to be fair, I think I slept for most of it. I think I remember waking up around about 3 o'clock and the wind had really picked up, but it didn't last very long and it's nice and calm again this morning. In fact, it's a better walking day today. Looks like we're going to get a decent amount of sunshine, but I've just got to return back to the car. It's just nice to be able to walk out amongst this fantastic limestone countryside. Absolutely stunning, a lot better than yesterday. So once again, thanks for watching, stay safe out there and I'll see you next time.